Are you ready? Instead of always trying to get your point of view across, because in your head you feel like you always gotta be right. It's not you're always right, you just always gotta be right. You can never be in the wrong. So you just have to push the issue. Just have to. Instead of sitting there and just listening to what the other side gotta say, you have to make sure that you are in the right and they are in the wrong.
Yes, sir! This nigga spitting.
Damn, nigga. Shut the fuck up, bitch ass nigga.
What it do? Nah, what's up, y'all? What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ill Woods, and as y'all already know, we back with some more reaction videos, and we are also back with I've been Preach, man. I rocks with these dudes heavy, you know, ever since the whole quarantine shit started, and I stumbled upon their videos. I've been a fan of their videos, man. I just love the way they go about things and how they react to a bunch of toxic behaviors, and they try to educate people on how not to carry themselves. You gotta appreciate that, man. You gotta appreciate that. That being said, we about to react to the best marriage advice I ever heard. So go ahead, grab you something to snack on, something to drink, whatever you need. Buckle yourself up for this ride. Let's go ahead and get into it, man.
So we always talk about the single life relationship, right? You know, I always bring up the topics. But you've been married since you're 17, and so we want to maybe
That's
just
crazy.
do a video today.
I'm not married since I'm 17. I've been with the same girl since I'm 16.
Yeah, sounds like marriage to me. Anyways, so like I was saying, we want to know what are some of your tips for making marriage, or at least your marriage works. Like
just a paper that validates, I guess, or pretty much makes it official that you.
You know you done fucked up, right?
If I had to give you one thing, ladies, shut the fuck up. Sometimes you need to shut the fuck up.
I'm married now, and my number one advice for like a healthy marriage is like developing your shut the fuck up filter. Like there's so many times that I always want to voice my opinion or say how I would do things or give an alternate route. But if I just be quiet, one, sometimes it actually pans out even better than I thought it would. Or number two, it's like let that person have the joy of having their vision come to fruition. Just like you want to assert your vision in this moment, like they also want that same feeling of knowing they did it their way.
What she said. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Just sometimes it's good to shut the fuck up. And when you actually learn to shut the fuck up, it will last longer. Yeah. I look at other relationships, I'm like, if you would just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Like, instead of always trying to get your point of view across, because in your head you feel like you always gotta be right. It's not you're always right, you just always gotta be right. You can never be in the wrong. So you just have to push the issue. Just have to. Instead of sitting there and just listening to what the other side got to say, you have to make sure that you are in the right and they are in the wrong. It's like a video that they had reacted to. It was on Steve Harvey, and a dude, him and his girl had went to Steve Harvey. They was chilling in the audience, and pretty much his girl was waiting for, well, she wanted to get married. I believe they was with each other for a few years, but he didn't want to. And so because she wanted to get married and she was in the crowd that pretty much had her back, nobody wanted to really listen to his reason for not getting married. And when they asked him, and he was really about to dive into some things, because he was saying that based on the surroundings and the men that was around him who did be in marriage, he seen how it didn't work. And before he can further dive into that, they pretty much just shut him down. Like, they didn't give a damn about listening to his point of view.
I tell her all the time, you know, I'm enjoying the moment right now. We're building a bond together. You know, I'm from LA. Of course, I don't have a lot of, you know, great positive role models that are married in front of me. So
we're building a bond. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Go ahead.
Because you know right away if you want to marry somebody, especially at your age. You're not.
So that's what I'm saying. So shut the fuck up and let the other person get their point of view across, and listen. Don't listen from where they coming from. That way you can get a better understanding on how to go about things. That's all it is.
None of this
that shit pissed me off.
problem.
That shit pissed me off, y'all. Like, when I seen that shit, I'm telling you, if I was old dude, I would have left that whole building. Because like I said, it basically was him against every single body in that building. Even the janitors was against this man, bro. Even the janitors, like that's how much of a disadvantage he was at, and the fact that she put him on in that position to where he's basically peer pressured on TV to get marriage. I can't rock with you. I would have left her too. She would ask Steve for a ride home or wherever you need to go because you ain't coming back with me. Honestly, ask one of them females that was on that stage because you ain't coming back with me. Because you really just did that's some fugazi shit. That's some fugazi, and you can tell that he was taken back. It seemed like he wasn't expecting it. So let's continue that.
Shut the fuck up. Like none of this would have been a problem. If you would just, for real, and it's not even a bad thing. People are gonna think it's a bad thing. Like, oh, you're telling me, yes, shut the fuck up. I would have never done it like that. No one gives a fuck. Shut the fuck up. Okay, Fergie? Shut up, just shut up, shut up. Sometimes that's just what it is. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you one thing. Like, I deal with a lot of shit. My girl sometimes she's like, yo, you don't have a problem with a lot of things that we do. Like, let's say I said I want to go to Mexico. You're like, yeah, I'm cool. Let's say I would have told you I want to go to Greece. I'd be like, yeah, sure. I'm a yeah, sure kind of guy. Why? It's not that bad. I'm here. We're still going to have a good time. Right. No matter what happens. It doesn't happen where we are. What happened is this, me and that person. So it doesn't matter.
And,
right?
And then you could be pleasantly surprised because...
Yes! My girl's like, yo, it's like you're not interested. At first, back in the days, I'm like, no. It's just that it's cool. It's not that important. What do you mean it's not important? Shut the fuck up!
Making it way bigger than what it is.
And let's just go.
Yeah, looking for hoes.
You're trying to make it a thing.
Yeah.
And it's not a thing right now. Do you want to go there? Sure. You don't look interested. I said sure. Well, you should show interest. Shut the fuck up. Let's go. We're going.
I should have definitely, if I would have known it was going to go this path, I definitely should have did like a drinking game and drank every time he said shut the fuck up. I'll be in this bitch.
Said sure. Even with my friends sometimes, I'm like,
again,
okay, but what are we arguing about? Like, what is this about? Yeah, but it's because I feel like it's not even that, like, it's, okay, you're making this out of it. It's not that, so we're not arguing. What's the problem? If that's not a problem, shut the fuck up.
Can I just say something? When your advice, the one you said earlier, was it your advice?
Shut the fuck up.
That one?
Yes.
Almost all of my dating experiences, the women I've been with have always been like, Ab, I feel so comfortable with you. It just feels like you're a great listener and that you give me space to be myself. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably because I...
Shut the fuck up. And eventually, that's the thing. And that's the thing, okay?
And you know what you said about tolerance levels being high?
Your tolerance level is pretty high, I gotta admit. People will say, yeah, but you don't open up. It will come eventually if you shut the fuck up enough.
Yeah, being pressured into opening up doesn't make me want to open up.
No. So let that happen.
All right, I got 10 more pieces of marriage advice I want to give you guys. So, advice number 1.
Shut the fuck up.
Advice number 2.
Know your piece and shut the fuck up.
Advice number 3.
Don't pressure nobody to open up and shut the fuck up about that.
Advice number 4.
Shut the fuck up. Go on.
You're really on the shut the fuck up
thing? Go on.
5 more to go.
No, I'm going to shut the fuck up.
Good.
Y'all have it. I guess you can see, well, this like 11 months ago. Is it really that important now? There y'all. I really was contemplating, like, should I continue to watch the important news? But like I said, it's like, bro, this was like last year around this time. Hey, I have it. I've been preached the best marriage advice I've ever heard. So yeah, just shut up and listen to the other side. That way you can get an understanding of where they're coming from and potentially why they carry themselves in the manner that they do. But don't always try to get your point across. You don't always have to try to get your point across. It's not that important. That being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this reaction video. If you did, you already know what to do. And yeah, we got these out the way. I hope y'all enjoyed all of them, actually. If you haven't watched the other ones in the top corner that I did, they already on the channel. So go ahead, stop by, check those out. You will be entertained. That being said, peace, love, positivity. Until next time, next week, around this time, we will be back. That being said, peace.